Hi, and welcome to Jabber with Jen. I'm Jen Spanny.
I'm Jen Sargent. Hi.
I'm so excited. Jen and I are tag teaming to talk to one of our good friends, Pierce County Executive Bruce Dammeier.
Woo!
Pierce County Executive Bruce Dammeier, thank you so much for joining us today. Welcome to the show.
I am so excited to be on Jabber with Jen. I've heard so much about it. I know it's an award-winning program, so this is going to be fun. Thank you for inviting me.
You're welcome.
Thanks for coming. That's amazing. We're so excited to have you. I mean, this for us is, guys, you have to know this is a total fangirl moment for us. I mean, this is our big boss, so we're really excited to have you here.
Yeah, County Executive Dammeier, for those of you who don't know, really is our boss here at Pierce County, and we are so excited to talk to him today and get to know about his job a little bit more so you can understand what it is we do at Pierce County.
Absolutely. Shall we jump right in?
Yeah, let's do it.
Excited? All right. Hey, so we have agreed that we are going to call our big boss, our executive, we're going to call him Bruce, guys. So we're feeling pretty special right now. So Bruce, again, thanks for coming. But like Jen said, we really want to get to the nuts and bolts of what it is that you do. So what do you do as a county executive for Pierce County? Can you explain that to us?
Sure, Jen, thank you. So my job is to be kind of in charge of all of county government. And that means all the things like our roads, our amazing parks, our medical examiner, a whole bunch of things where the people of our team does really important work for the people of Pierce County. So that's my formal job. Informally, I also get to work with a lot of our mayors. So the mayors don't work for me, but we work together a lot. So it's a lot of fun and a tremendous opportunity to do good things for the people of Pierce County.
Awesome. Thanks.
That sounds like a huge job. Can you kind of explain to everybody, what does Pierce County government do and how is that different than maybe my city government? Like if I live in Puyallup or Sumner, how does all of this work?
So we do a lot of things that are very important to how people live and work every single day. When you think about roads, that is mostly Pierce County. We've got, first of all, Pierce County is huge, 1,800 square miles, ranging from the water in Puget Sound to 14,410 feet in Mount Rainier. It is spectacularly beautiful, the best place to live. And our county government does things like we maintain our roads. So if the roads need to be plowed and the snow needs to be plowed, that's us. We do things like our parks, maintain some of the most amazing places where people can get outside into our beautiful natural environment at our parks. We do things like have what's called human services, where we've got people that help some of those in our community with disabilities and disadvantages and the vulnerable in our community. We also have law enforcement, like our Pierce County Sheriff's Department. We run a jail. We host the courts and the prosecutor's office. So we have a lot of people doing amazing jobs in a lot of different but very important areas.
Awesome. That sounds like, again, like Jen said, that's a lot. That's a lot to have on your plate at any given time. You must have a large plate.
I have a very good team of people doing work.
Excellent. Yeah, that helps a lot, right? Can you explain to us maybe like how you got your job? What did you have to do and what's that process?
Well, I work for the people of Pierce County, which means I'm elected. So the people of Pierce County hired me by voting for me to do this job. And I really appreciate it. Before this job, I was born in Tacoma, grew up in University Place, lived in Pierce County almost all my life, went off to the Navy, but have served down in the state legislature. But this is the most fun job of all, because I get to work with some just amazing people. I was just reelected to my second term of office. So I've done the job for 4 years and I'll do the job for another 4 years.
Wow.
So can you just clarify just a little bit, when you're elected to a term, does that mean you're just elected for 1 year, or are you elected for more?
No, the way our government is set up, the county executive is elected for a 4-year term. So I was first elected in 2016 and did it for 4 years. And I can be reelected to a second term for another 4 years. After that, I'm done. You can't serve longer than 2 terms or 8 years in the Pierce County Executive's office. So somebody else, I've got to make sure I do all the important work before my second term runs out, and then I'll pass it off to somebody else to take over.
Excellent.
That's cool.
Congratulations on your second term.
Thank you.
So what are some of your favorite things about being the county executive? Like, what if you had to pick your most exciting or most favorite thing to do? What is that? What is your most favorite thing?
So my most favorite thing is to go out and see the amazing work that the people who work for Pierce County do, and then to thank them for it. Because they do some amazing hard jobs and some really important jobs, and seeing it and appreciating it and then thanking them is great. Yesterday, I spent lunch with the economic development team, and thanking them for the work that they did in helping our businesses get through COVID. But one of my best nights is when we do our standing ovation awards, where all year long, we collect the most important and coolest things that the employees of Pierce County did, and we get to recognize all of them. And that is where Jen and Jen got not their first, but their second standing ovation award. And it just goes to show you the amazingly innovative work, how people are the people of the employees of Pierce County are really working hard to find new and different ways, particularly in this pandemic world, to support the people of Pierce County. So thank you for what you have done, and congratulations again.
Thanks.
I have to say thank you to you. I enjoy the Standing Ovation Awards every year and watching, and that is a highlight. And I really do feel that is one of the things you like to highlight in your job, is to thank all the county workers for the innovative things they're thinking about and keeping the government working. So that is really awesome.
Agreed.
The other great one is our volunteer recognition event. We have thousands of people who volunteer to help Pierce County do its job in a variety of ways, and thanking them is amazing as well.
So I got the short stick. I have to ask you, what are some things maybe that aren't as much fun about being county executive that you have to do?
Sometimes we have some really hard and bad things happen in our county. I can remember one of my worst days was a little over a year ago, when Deputy Cooper Dyson, this is his challenge coin, Deputy Cooper Dyson died on a dark, rainy night responding to help another officer, and he got in a car accident and it took his life. And that is, Cooper Dyson died trying to help the people of Pierce County, and that's a sad thing, but it's my responsibility to go and be there representing all the people of Pierce County as their elected representative, to go be there and be supportive of that. But it's hard. It is really hard.
So what are some other things about your job that you'd like us to know that Jen and I didn't get a chance to ask you a question about?
Oh, I get to do some really cool things. One of the ones that I've done recently that, because again, Pierce County has to have some really specially trained people that when we really need help, that they're prepared to do it. I recently went out with our Sheriff's Department's Metro Dive team, and I got to go scuba diving in their training in the pool at Rogers High School. How cool was that?
That's so cool.
Oh,
and they do really important things. And I am hoping that we'll get some snow this winter, because I'm planning to go out and ride along with a snowplow driver on one of our snowplow drivers.
That would be awesome. That would be so cool.
I have a bucket list of things to do in the county. That's one of them. That and to drive the Zamboni, and they won't let me do it, but I keep trying.
The Zamboni, you might be able to work the Zamboni in.
I've been able to sit on it so far, but I'm hoping they'll let me try. Something about needing training.
All right, Jen, you want to ask him the hardest questions of all that we give everybody?
Absolutely. This, again, our hard-hitting journalism guys right here. So, Bruce, I phrase this question a little oddly, and basically I'm going to ask you what your favorite color is. But the way I phrase it is to say, if you could be any color crayon in the Crayola box. So that's like a really broad spectrum of colors. What color would you be?
I would be probably fire engine red, the same red as the lipstick on your Jen and Jabber with Jen lips, or on the flag behind me. I like bright red.
Excellent.
Love it.
We do too.
Yeah.
Wherever it is. It always winds up at a different spot for us. So, okay, when you're not busy, overseeing our entire county and meeting all kinds of amazing people and, handing us awards, what do you like to do? What do you do when you're not working? What are your hobbies?
So one of the things that I like the most, and again, I was born in Tacoma, grew up in a university place, so I'm from Pierce County. And one of the special things I've always enjoyed doing since I was a little boy is being out on the waters of Puget Sound. I love boating in big boats, little boats, sailboats. I love being out on the water. It's so different. Both, you have to think about that different world. And it also helps me think about what it was like when the Native Americans were traveling a long time ago by canoe, or when our first explorers were here. It's just a beautiful place to be, and it helps me get away from the pressures that are on land.
Absolutely. That's actually one of Jen's favorite things to do as well. And I'm not talking about myself in the third person. That'd be weird.
Bruce, I think you and I should be best friends because my favorite color is red. I love to scuba dive. And if I could be anywhere in the world, it would be on the water.
There you
awesome. We are kindred spirits.
Yes. Absolutely. Maybe you're actually the same person. So this is by far our most controversial question of any of our interview questions. Who is your favorite Disney character and why? It's a big one.
Okay. There's a lot of good Disney characters out there. That's a hard one.
Yeah. You can only pick one.
That's right. It's rough.
Okay, but I'm going to give you some runner-ups.
Okay.
Take
runner-ups. Yeah.
That works.
I think the most funny character, I think, is the genie from Aladdin.
Oh, okay. Yes.
He's hilarious.
We'll give you that.
I think the character that grows the most, right, that changes the most, for me, is the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. But my favorite character, if I had to pick, would be Mulan.
Oh,
okay.
Because Mulan overcame a lot of things. She was told she couldn't do many things, but she knew her community, her family, her community, her country needed her to do something. And she overcame all the obstacles to go serve and help her country beat back the bad Mongols at that point. So the fact that she overcame obstacles and served her country, those are really important things in my mind.
I like it. I keep saying I'm going to have a tally board for all of our Disney character choices, and I haven't done it yet. I really need to, but thinking back, and I think that's the first Mulan we've had. Is that the first Mulan that you remember, Jen?
It's the first Mulan on tape. Yes. Okay. Many people behind the scenes.
Yes, that. I was just thinking of our interviews. I think that's the first Mulan that we've had in an interview. And
any repeats in your interviews?
Yeah, the Aladdin genie. He has like three votes right now.
He's pretty high up there. Yeah, that's actually, I'd forgotten about that.
Well, Pierce County Executive Dammeier, thank you so much for talking with us today. I have had a great time.
Me too.
It looks like Jen has had a great time. We've learned so much about you and so much about Pierce County government, which can feel so large, but you really put it in terms to make us understand how we're here to help everybody. Do you have anything else you'd like to share with everybody before we go?
No, just thank you very much for all you are doing on behalf of the folks in the Parks Department as we use this as a way to support, the Specialized Recreation Committee. Thank you for that. And Jen with one N, we got to get out on the water or something together. So I look forward to that.
Yes.
Thank you very much for what you're doing. I appreciate the chance to be with you.
Thank you for joining us. Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.